If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. Welcome back everyone. Naka's continuing to do really well. We do have a target over here for a 1000% move. I nearly said 10,000, and we are currently up 150% from the breakout of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. In my last Nakamoto games update, I actually made a video suggesting that it would be totally fine to see a dump of 50 to 60% back down to the neckline, because again guys, this is where we have validated this bullish pattern. Oopsie, let me get that back. So this is where we validated our bullish pattern, and so while we maintain above this level must hold as support, and we will continue to the target. So in saying all of this, it's actually allowing for a dump down to there, and it would still be considered bullish. I'm not necessarily calling for a dump to that price. If one does come, that is the lowest we're allowed to go, and we would still eventually head to our 1000% target, and in turn we'll be able to get it cheaper and actually get this whole gain, because from today's current price, this is no longer a 1000% gain. It's only a 348% move. Please understand this. So really and truly, if we do dump, it's better for us. It's going to be a better opportunity. But I've packed my bags. Hopefully you've packed your bags. If not, how I would view this is looking at the golden pocket, which we're at right now. It looks like we could be turning this into support. What I would personally like is to fall back into it, confirm its support, and then break out. But if that doesn't come, doesn't matter. What I'm going to show you today is what the golden pocket means. Usually when you break through the golden pocket, you validate these higher up targets over here. So in turn, realistically, it should eventually go up to there. And it might take months, it might take over a year, it might take 2 years. There's no time stamp on it. However, all we need to do is break through this level, and we will eventually head to one of these three targets. Well, could be all of them, or two of them, or just one of them. So how do we get up there? Again, you validate those targets by breaking through the golden pocket. We're currently above it right now. So in the grand scheme of things, buying now for the long term is totally fine. But in the short term, yes, you could see a 50-60% dump. If you're fine with holding that, guys, honestly, in the bull market, every single dump on altcoins like this is going to be 50, 60, 70%, and it might happen 10 times in the bull market. So it's something that you just have to get used to. Let's go back to this. I haven't checked the dumps so far, but look over here, guys. It's pretty much exactly what we said. 55% dump, and look at the gain afterwards. So do you see what I mean? So this is going to happen often, and so you just have to, if this is your first bull market, it's something that you're going to have to get used to very quick. And because I've already experienced the bull market before, I just know even it doesn't matter really what price I'm buying, as long as Bitcoin is underneath its all-time high. Naka could be up here already. As long as Bitcoin's underneath its all-time high, everything's a safe investment long term, not short term, long term. Because again, you could buy today, it drops down 60%, and it'd still be considered bullish, and then we still get a move up. You'd eventually go back into profit. You see that if you bought here, it went down. Yes, it went down 60% from your buy, but then it's gone back into profit. This is what is going to happen a lot of the time. If you bought over here, you would have had to held a 55% minus, and then look at that for afters from that point right there. You've got a 600% move from your initial buy. That's a 250% move. Do you see that? Of course, if you time the bottom nicely, then yeah, of course, do that. But what I'm trying to get at is that in the grand scheme of things, you're still going to be getting gains, even if you think you're late or not, as long as Bitcoin is underneath 70,000. Everything's a safe investment for the long term, not for immediate gains. Anyways, so by breaking through this golden pocket, we know in the long term we will eventually break the high and get up to these targets. So we can see the first target from the today's current price would be 1,800, 3,600, 10,000% gains. So of course there's a lot of gains to be made. Not really, obviously you'll make more the lower you get it in, but you're still going to be making ridiculous gains even if you're getting in right now. This here is a millionaire maker, everyone. So we know that there's a bright future ahead for just the gaming industry in as a total in the crypto industry. So yeah, let me know what other gaming tokens in the comment section below that you are in or are interested in me making videos on. There's a whole bunch of gaming tokens in the Discord community, and there's people constantly sharing new cryptos in there for new opportunities. Some even are like under a 10 mil market cap. So if that's of interest, use the links down below to head over to the Discord community. What I'm now going to do now is scale down to the daily time frame to look a bit closer at what's going on. As there's not a whole bunch of candles here, what I'm going to do is scale down to the 4-hour time frame just to make this a lot clearer. And this is quite nice what I'm seeing at the moment. Can you see this large wick? Boom, it was support. Can you see that we actually went below it with the wicks? But before the candle closed, it was back above this wick, suggesting that it is support. And even though we were beneath the 55, anticipating the 200, as there was a support over here, all you need to do is hold that support. That's a bullish signal, as that is no longer a lower low. We're still holding this body above that wick. For a lower low, we need this body to close below that wick, and then we would have continued lower. Of course, if we're looking at here and here, yes, that's a lower low. But if we're looking at here and here, no, it's not, because to finally break out of a range, you need to break the lowest wick or the highest wick. Okay, understood that? So with a body candle close. So what we need to see here is this body actually closing down here, and we would have got the continuation to the 200. But as you've reversed from this point, this is a huge bullish statement, and in there we've created a small double bottom that's broken out of the moving averages, making this all bullish again. So if you can continue to hold above this, we're looking for explosions to the upside. I'm going to now get you your targets, going from our highest point to our lowest point, and we can see over here that we're within the golden pocket with the moving averages slightly beneath us. And again, when we were on the 5-day time frame, we are above that much larger golden pocket over here. And remember, I said I'd much rather it fall back through and then find support within it and then continue higher. But now on the lower time frames, I'm giving you the explanations. As long as we're above this low, and we have done so, and we've reclaimed the moving averages, continue to hold this low, continue to hold this moving average, and we should continue to our new sets of targets as high as $1.76, between $1.60 and $1.76. This would be a gain of 20 to 30%. I know that doesn't sound too much, but without leverage, of course it is. Stock market only brings roughly 9% on average per year. Of course, there's stocks that do 100%. We're not talking about the penny stocks. And over here, 46%, 57%, and 65% move in total, taking us up to the $2.20 mark. And if we zoom out again, we can pretty much see that this would be us almost reaching that 786 fib. So we, on the higher time frames, such as the 5-day, we can already see that by flipping this into support, we're going to head into $2.40. Break $2.40, we go up to the all-time high, $7. But you can see over here, when we broke the 0.5 and confirmed its support, we went to there. Now that we've broke above this, if we can confirm its support, remember I had created that low, continue to hold that $1.15 low, and we are looking for breaks to the upside, and we would just suggest it's going to the next fib level. But when we zoom in, we also have to use our other sets of fibs, shorter term ones, and they're also quite close, not exactly, but quite closely in line with our 786 up here of the 5-day time frame. And we can see all of our targets, if we are to get up there, would be met at that point. So it's pretty much showing you that if we can now hold this moving average, hold the low, hold the moving average, and break through this golden pocket, which we've already seen, so just need to hold it as support right now, right over here, $1.25 to $1.30, and then a break of this $1.40 area in order to get this initial pump up into these first 3 targets over here. And then if we can fall back and hold above the golden pocket, maintain above this, we will eventually dip and continue to those targets much higher. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you want me to educate you, I've got all the tools that you need to go ahead and build the house. It's just whether you have the discipline, determination, and consistency to keep going until you get it. I've got multiple things in place to help you out. I've got a course which you can do in your own time. It's 6 hours long, 30 plus videos. I've got one-to-one mentorship plan, which is 5 to 10 hours of my one-to-one help live. So if you want to do that option, both of these have discounts at the moment, and both of these options actually include 3 months free in my Discord community. You don't have to get the 3 months 3 access. The only way to do so is by getting the course and the mentorship. You can just join anyway. I've also got another cheap option being the ebook, but understand that if you took the mentorship option, the one-to-one mentorship plan, not only are you going to get the 5 to 10 hours of my personal help, you're also going to get my 6-hour long course totally free included for you to fall back on at any moment in time. You're also going to gain 3 months free in the Discord community, where on top of our sessions one-to-one, you're also going to get group live calls on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So there's multiple options. If you want to hear more about them, wait until the end of this video or private message me on Twitter. I've got a discount promo code at the moment that will end at the end of this month. So if you want to use that, I want to see more of you joining the community so I can teach you guys on how to trade exactly like me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, comment, and share, and peace. If any of you are interested in learning how to trade just like me, there's multiple options. Click this ebook. It covers all the strategies that I use in these YouTube updates, so you will have all the same skills. Covers the Japanese candlestick, chart patterns, support and resistance, why I use EMAs over trend lines, Fibonacci's, divergences, and again, using these all together to profit using them. I've also got a discount on my course at the moment, which ends at the end of this month. So that's down to £100. You also gain free access to my Discord community for the next 3 months, where you can expect to be a part of 12 to 24 group mentorship calls. If you want something that's a bit more personalized to your needs, then join my one-to-one mentorship plan. You can choose 5 or 10 hours of my one-to-one help, and included will be the 3 months free in the community, as well as my 6-hour long video course.